We found our final opponent, and we lost the die roll. We got a pretty solid hand, so we're going to keep. Hand's pretty nice. It's a bit slow on the draw, but other than that, it is really good. So, definitely don't want another land. Might want a Snapcaster, but unless we have to pass something, it's not that great, so I think I'm gonna push it. Rather find like a Mana Leak or Tarmogoyf or something like that. Some more early interaction. Spell Snare, more Serum Visions, Ancestral Vision, stuff like that. It's very possible that this deck might want like another Leak and or another Spell Snare to cover early game bases a bit more. It's a bit different than Junt in than Grixis in that regard, since Grixis has bolts. And yeah, so I might look into cutting one negate for Leak, maybe finding room for a third snare. Not sure though how I feel about the second snare. There's the Leak we've been asking for, so there's that. Sword of the Meek, Thopter combo. Guess that's still kind of a thing. This should be a pretty solid matchup for a deck like this, because we have plenty of answers, many ways to interact with him, and even potentially 2-for-1 him and break off his combo thanks to Bant Charm and stuff. So yeah, not scared of what he is most likely able to do. That's part of what I like about this deck. It's very versatile, very non-specific in most of its answers. Most answers are capable of dealing with a wide variety of things people throw at you in Modern, and they're all pretty flexible in that they are instant speed. I guess. Hello, Fountain. Don't think we're gonna need Band Charm right now, so I'd rather play the untapped Seachrome Coast. But yeah, now you see why this is a Hinterland Harbor and not a Sanctum, because if this was a Sanctum, it would come into play tap now, and just don't want too many of these lands. I mean, currently we have a 5th land that could be the 4th untapped source for Cryptic, but still. I think I used that opportunity to try and get Spellqueller into play, to apply some pressure, and if he feels like passing this, then so be it. He does not feel like passing it. That makes it even easier for us, because now we got some pressure going and all the protection we need. Clearly seems to have a bit of a slow and dirty draw with all the tapped lands and hard casting sword. No sir. That's okay, we have the removal. Get rid of the foundry. And then I guess pass this guy so the sword stays where it is. I think it should not come into play if the creature is gone before. So it makes it harder for him to get the sword back with another foundry. And we don't want the thing to block anyway. Oh no, it returns anyway. Thought it has to return attached to the creature, and if there's no creature to attach it to, it stays in the graveyard, but I wasn't sure anymore. So he gets it back. But I mean, like, we want to kill it anyway because it's a 2/3 flying blocker for our spell queller, and he's probably not gonna run any other creatures anyway. Good thing we have Snapcaster. But still pretty annoying. At least spell queller can block and stall them, so we are still in an okay shape. This is why I like Bant Charm. There's various random cards that people play that it's nice to have ways of dealing with. So let's see what he has left. It's also pretty nice to note that Spell Queller countering Sword of the Meek is a nice interaction, because the sword not going to the graveyard really matters. Oh, that's kind of a nice bonus. Let's see what he's gonna gift for. Seems to take his time. So not a clear decision on what to gift for. Probably more of a value gift. I guess he can have first. Oh, damn. That was bad. Misclicked on that one. Should have put Ruins and I think Foundry to his graveyard, because if he has an untapped land now, he can Foundry. But he seems to not have one. That's good. But still, now he has 2 foundries we have to deal with, which is a bit annoying. But we got double spell quarter, that really helped. Because, yeah, now we have enough answers to stop all of it and protect the stuff we have. This game became pretty interesting, actually. Sword's really annoying right now. Because we just can't apply any pressure. And he is having more cards than we do currently. Transmute model, no. And another spell queller. Alright, I think we can just attack and blow him out. If he double blocks, I'll bounce the sword. Given that he has the model, I don't want to cryptic on his turn with open mana anyway. And now we get to eat a couple tokens and deal some damage. And could have drawn into like a 2 mana counter or Goyf or something. Let's hope he doesn't have a Ras, because then the game is pretty over. Whoa. I guess that kind of seals the deal as well. Jeez. That really blows us out. It's worth noting that it matters what he targets, because I can fizzle it by passing my creature, and the thing he wants the least is Zero Vision, so he shouldn't target Zero Visions. Honestly, I think he should have targeted Oblivion Ring, because if I pass my guy, he can cast Oblivion Ring, get back his Foundry anyway, so he still gets rid of 2. So targeting Foundry was only the second best possible target for him. Interesting. He has no sword in the graveyard. Then we'll just attack. See what happens. I think during his draw step I'm gonna click. Game is still not looking good, but at least there's little hope. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can win this game anymore. He has like everything. Guess I'll take the muddle. But yeah, double sword there definitely seals the deal. Yeah, we are dead. Just gonna make a bunch of tokens and kill us. Good that we have our surgical extractants against dredge in our sideboard. So this is the cards we want. Probably this too. Don't need the pass to exiles much. I mean, he has Elish Norn, but we also have Bant Charm against his gift reanimation package. So what else? I could see shaving a Goyf, because we also have Queller and Snapcaster, and Goyf is only there to eventually beat him down, and that's it. Natural State is good for various things. Cryptic could be a bit clunky. Maybe I'll just shave some more Goyf. And yeah, Cryptic is probably a bit clunky against Muddle and stuff. So I could see shaving one there too. Let's try it like that. I mean, could also see shaving more Goyfs and might also be reasonable to consider the second Ghost Quarter as a weapon to deal with his what's it called? Academy Ruins, which he is gonna try and gift for, or Tolaria West for. Okay, we're gonna play first. How much do I like this hand? Not that much, but I think it's good enough to keep. I mean, we have some pressure, some interaction, and mulliganing definitely hurts us a lot in this matchup because it's fairly grindy. Our opponent mulliganed, so that helps. And he mulliganed to 5. That makes our hand really, really good. It's also worth noting that Spellqueller can pseudo-counter the opponent's Supreme Verdict because it exiles the spell rather than counter it. So that is nice to remember. Also, another upside of taking out some guards is explosives for 2 on his foundry also kills our guard. Probably should have played untapped Fountain just to have the opportunity to use Bant Charm, even though it's not very likely. He probably has gifts, which we can Bant Charm. Which is also why I'm not gonna Zero Visions here, because then I have to Ghost Quarter to Bant Charm. And I don't want a Spell Queller. He has gifts. Okay, he has no gifts. Interesting. I think I'll just stop that here. Get some more pressure on the board. Don't think there's much he can cast here that's very threatening. I mean, sure, he can have land gifts or land verdict, the worst, but it's not that likely on a mulligan 2/5 to have all these things. And gifts is okay. It also makes our Goyf bigger, and we have ways to deal with what he's gifting for. So let's see what he's getting. Our opponent really is taking his time. Our opponent finally decided on a gifts. I think we will put Vision and Pass in his graveyard. Then we can Bant Charm the Thirst and kind of strand the sword in his hand. Sure, thought would be nice to make our Goyf more expensive and all, but who cares? Bottom top, and in they go. Foundry. That is acceptable. Let's see what he is gonna do. No need to fetch here. If we click, he thirsts in response. So we just move to our turn. Natural state is pretty sweet here, actually. Time to get in. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this so our guy deals 1 more damage. I mean, he's gonna make a token and all, but first of all he's gonna try this. So we can Bant charm it. And then he's gonna sack his foundry. This game looks a lot better than the first one. Alright. Have your zero visions back. It's also important to like try to not spell query the most important cards of your opponent, so if he manages to get rid of them, that you don't lose the game to that. That's okay. I guess I'll check what he's up to. Prevent any Supreme Verdict shenanigans. That's fine. You can have that. Might consider mana leaking this to prevent him from top decking Verdict, but he hasn't played a land yet, so he can just do it anyways. And he's dead. Okay, time for the final game. I think I like the way we sideboarded. Goif is pretty decent here. So I think having some Goifs is nice, just so the game doesn't last forever and he gets punished for his dirtliness. Not sure how I feel about Cryptic. I mean, maybe it's good to just get rid of Cryptics and keep all the Goifs. It's kind of a nice idea actually. I think I'll try that. Since playing turn 2 Goif against him is actually pretty nice. We have all this disruption and we have surgical for his combo. There's nothing we really need to Cryptic and he can blow us out with Muddle or even Dispel. It's just so clunky. Alright. The final game of the final match. That's actually a pretty nice hand, so we have a keep. Turn 1 Ancestral Vision. Very good in this matchup. It's good in most matchups, but it's pretty important in grindy matchups like this. It's kind of the deck's win condition for matchups like this. Basic island. I mean, I don't really want to hold Spell Snare up here. I mean, if he plays Foundry turn 2, so be it. Would be a bit annoying, but... And he does it, of course. This might turn bad for us if he has land and sword as well. But I still feel like suspending vision there is the right play, because it's not gonna like get any better, and if we have untapped Thopter there, he might not play the Foundry, and I don't know. Maybe I could have waited until turn 2 and done like vision, snare, but not sure. Yeah, there's the sword. Time to find a removal. That is not a removal. Now we are in big trouble. Probably gonna lose the game, unless we draw a removal really fast. Not much we can do about it. That was kind of weird. I mean, you could have even eaten Goif. Come on, we need an answer. It's not like we have that few, I think we have like 7, 8. Stop the muddle. Yeah, I think stopping muddle here with spell snare is probably the best way, because that lets us cast Bant Charm if we draw it. So still not what we are looking for. Finally. Got it. Don't need that guy, but this card is still appreciated. I wonder if he has Dispel. Come on, make a token, please. Yes. That is pretty nice. So, do we like natural state here or leak? I think we probably just leak. We can still natural state Spellqueller next turn, I think. Plus the card that tries to stop natural state is like the perfect card to have under Spellqueller, I think. It's really nice how the Spellqueller helps to do clean up with the Thopter foundry tokens after the foundry is gone. There's the dispel that I kind of expected. Let's hope he doesn't have a model as well or something like that. And yeah, dispel under spell queller is perfect. Especially with another spell queller in hand. Seems like we might get punished for leaking over natural state. And we're flooding out. Yeah, it seems like protecting Goif was the wrong choice, ultimately. Oh, that's nice. I think it might be wrong for him to do anything here and just react to an attempt to kill the foundry by making a bunch of tokens and then just win the game. I mean, he's probably gonna win the game anyway because he has enough flyers. He can also just sack the talisman there. Yep. That ship has probably sailed. All we needed or wanted was a surgical extraction from that ancestral vision. Now we basically need our one-off explosives. Since we need explosives anyway, I think I might as well just block here to prevent the most damage. We have no life gain that we can draw. We have no cryptics. So yeah, blocking here is slightly better than blocking a 1/1. That's not explosives. Okay. Maybe we could have played that last game a bit differently and ended up winning. But yeah, this matchup is pretty tricky to play and felt like if he does what he did there, he probably doesn't have Dispel. Otherwise I don't see why he would risk getting blown out there. And he had Dispel anyway. And yeah, we protected our Goif instead of killing the foundry. Okay, well, not the most common archetypes aside from the concede happy John player, but I hope you still enjoyed the games and now you finally saw the deck in action and saw how it plays out. and maybe the people that doubted the deck are a bit less skeptical now and saw that the deck actually plays out kind of nicely. And yeah, I'll keep playing the deck if I can get my hands on the Vision, because they're pretty expensive and hard to come by currently. Just borrowed some for the video from a friend again. Alright, thanks for watching, see you next time guys.